Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. According to Mike Coopinger with The Ring, Manny Pacquiao and Keith one-time Thurman looks to be in deep negotiations for a potential fight and clash later this year, and I think that'll be an interesting fight. The way I see that fight initially is I believe it's about a 50-50 fight, and I believe it's 50-50 for different reasons. I don't have a particular favorite in the fight as of yet. I am not leaning towards one guy or the other as of yet because I believe, this will be a very interesting matchup and a stylistic clash. And, on one hand, you have Manny Pacquiao, who has a lot of pop in his shots, who's very fast, and, who can use angles, who can jump in and out of the pocket. Manny Pacquiao is going to be a problem for anyone in the welterweight division. But the downside of Manny Pacquiao at this point in his career is a little bit older, the age can catch up with you, but Manny Pacquiao still has a lot left in the gas tank. On the other hand, you have a Keith one-time Thurman, who's young, who's in his prime, who's shown top-level boxing abilities, even elite level boxing abilities. The problem with Keith Thurman is he the same fighter coming back from all those injuries? Because we've seen Keith Thurman face Josecito Lopez, and he no longer looks to be the same fighter. As Josecito Lopez almost stopped Keith Thurman in their fight, Keith Thurman gassed. Keith Thurman was on wobbly legs. It could have been over for Keith Thurman in that particular fight. So at this point, when you see Manny Pacquiao and you see Keith Thurman, this is going to be a very interesting fight. I've already stated that I believe Keith Thurman needed another tune-up fight before he took on a fight the level of a Manny Pacquiao. I think he needed at least 2 tune-up fights before he came right back to this type of competition. I think Manny Pacquiao has a very good chance of beating Keith Thurman and maybe even stopping him. I think Keith Thurman also still has a relatively good chance against Manny Pacquiao, since he at least had 1 tune-up under his belt, and also the fact that Keith Thurman does have great skills and boxing abilities. Maybe he will be ready for this fight. That's why I think it's a very close and interesting fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I haven't picked a winner as of yet because I can see a scenario in which both guys can win. I've seen both guys proven in some degree, but this fight is really going to hinge on, is Keith Thurman ever going to regain the form that he once had? And can Manny Pacquiao take advantage of that? Can Manny Pacquiao take advantage of this new version of Keith Thurman? Is Keith Thurman fully back, or is he not? Because if Keith Thurman was 100% the same Keith Thurman before he went on those injuries, I would favor Keith Thurman. But at the same time, Manny Pacquiao is a problem for anyone, because we've seen Keith Thurman hurt to the body, and we've seen Keith Thurman hurt recently in his most recent fight against Josecito Lopez. So I keep seeing Keith Thurman hurt. So at the same time, I think Manny has a very, very good chance to hurt him and put him down. It's a 50-50 fight in my opinion, and that's just being 100% honest and unbiased. And once again, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.